Hello and welcome to the Joy Corner. I'm Carol DeChaine, your intuitive spiritual guide for practical matters. And I love to bring this to you because affirmations and mantras may not be something that work for 100% of the people, but I think it's because they don't know how to do them so that they kind of power up and they kind of really work better. And they don't know how to do that. So that's kind of my mission to help you have one tool that works for you. And that's what the Joy Corner is all about, to get into that subconscious that just has stuff in there. Sometimes you don't, well, most of the time, we don't know actually what's in there. We don't realize that we have stuff that's holding us back, that's maybe teaching us things that we don't need anymore because we've already learned the lessons, but we haven't released those old beliefs yet. And that's why we can't get where we want to get, whether it's money or talent or whatever it may be, happiness, the love of our life, whatever it may be, there's something holding us back from getting where we want to get. So today's affirmation is I invite a joyful existence. Ooh. How about that? Have you ever invited in someone that you go, oh, I don't really want you in my life, but I have no choice. You're a relative. You're coming to my door. I got to let you in. Or someone feels like they're forcing themselves on you of some way. Just whatever it may be. Maybe the poverty level is forcing itself on you because you can't seem to get out of there. And even people who have no money can be joyful. So if you invite a joyful existence, then no matter what else happens around you, you're going to have that deep, abiding joy in your life, which will bring other things to you. It will bring other things that bring you joy. And so this one's kind of a little sneaky because it gets behind all of those other things. So if you don't have enough money, you don't have any love, you don't have, if you invite a joyful existence, then after you start believing it and letting it come in and breaking down those old beliefs, you're going to find that, oh, well, what is a joyful existence to me? Well, and you might even make a list. This one, this one, this one. These are things that bring me joy. And if you already are inviting to you a joyful existence, you're going to have that all those other things happen too. So it's kind of a sneaky affirmation that I thought I'd throw in here. I invite a joyful existence. And if once in a while you see me glance to the side, I want to make sure I'm looking at the words properly so that I don't mess myself up or mess you up and give you a slightly incorrect affirmation, which might be a better affirmation, actually. You never know. But I want to make sure it's the way I wrote it because I had kind of little epiphanies every time I got them. And I want to make sure that I give you the one that I came up with, unless, well, every once in a while it changes a little bit, but most of the time it's the one I came up with originally. So what we're going to do together, and I used to always say we're going to do it 3 times because I don't want you to do it more than 3 to 5 times in one sitting. I only want you to have it, just do it 3 to 5 because I want you to take it in and have it be present at the moment. This is your truth. This is absolutely who you are and what you believe in. And if you do it more than that, it's hard to make that a reality. So let's start. If you want to close your eyes, it's always better to get rid of all those distractions the first time you do it. And you're going to say, I invite a joyful existence. And you're going to breathe it in and feel it through your entire being. Sometimes it takes 3 or 4 times to get it through everything, including your mind, which is usually the last thing to kind of get it. You're saying it and you're feeling it in your body, but you don't always get it up here. So if you do immediately, that's fabulous, but then let it go through your entire body as well. And usually the fourth time is when my subconscious I get a little kick. It's like an extra kick. And so you may need 5 for that, but we're just going to do 4. Okay, so here we go. I invite a joyful existence. I like this one. It feels good. I feel it through your body. I'm going to say it again. I invite a joyful existence. And if you want to add in right now, I invite a joyful existence right now, it's totally fine. And as we keep feeling it through our body, say it a 3rd time. I invite a joyful existence. Yeah, that one got into my brain for change. Okay. It's a different kind of feeling when it gets up there. We're going to do it one more time. I invite a joyful existence. Breathe it in. And if you like, you can do it one more time, but you don't need to unless you feel like if you feel like you have a block with this one or with any of them, make sure that you can tweak it. Try it for a few days, and if it doesn't feel right, then tweak them and see if you can add a word. Like I said, add right now. I invite a joyful existence right now. I have a joyful existence right now. I am being a joyful person right now. I mean, whatever you want to say, just make sure it's the positive. It has a personal pronoun, I, my, me. So it's about you and no one else. Don't try and drag anybody else into your affirmations because it doesn't work. I can just tell you, don't waste your time. It's a lot of times we're human. We want other people to get better. We want them to be who we think they should be. They need to be happier. They need to not let this bother them. They need to move on. They need none of your business. It's really none of your business. It's all you can do is fix you. And it's not even fixing. I hate that word. I don't know why I brought it up. Maybe so I can tell you I hate that word. You don't need to fix anything. You're just adjusting and tweaking and being more who you are and learning lessons that we're meant to learn, whether it's from this life and maybe back when we were babies that we took on a truth that isn't really a truth. It's a limiting belief that we thought this will save me, this will protect me, and it's time to let those go, especially if you're an adult and those circumstances don't exist anymore. They may be, and what I tell a lot of times when I have a limiting belief come up, I'm like, oh my God, I'll tell my subconscious, oh, thank you so much for bringing that up. You don't think we're safe when that happens. Thank you for letting me know that. Because if you just ignore and you resist, 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 that's all you're going to hear and you won't be able to move forward. So embrace the feeling and say, thank you so much, subconscious, for telling me how dangerous you feel this is, how maybe nervous you are about something. Thank you. But it's okay. I got this. We got this. And then do that affirmation. Because a lot of times I'll tell you, just push aside what doesn't work for you, all the negative stuff that comes up while you're doing the affirmations. But sometimes you need to stop and say, I get it. I hear you. Thank you. I absolutely hear this worry, this fear, this unknown thing you're worried about. I hear you. Or I hear me. I hear me. And then say, all right, now that I heard you, let's shift that and know that we can do it a different way now. And then say the affirmation. So if you need to stop yourself in the middle, that's totally okay. But just do it in a way that doesn't say, now I'm so tired of hearing these negative things. Stop it, because it's not going to stop it. It needs to be, it's like your inner child. You need to go, it's okay. It's okay. You're fine. But I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I hear the little nerves. I hear that there's issues. I hear there's trust that is lacking or whatever it may be. It's okay. Tell that subconscious who is part of your inner child, really. And a lot of times I think personally it is my inner child going, I don't want to do this. This is scary. It's okay. And I think a lot of past life fears as well are in there. So just adjust and embrace and then just stop resisting the subconscious the way that we do so much. Nope, this is not working. I'm going to make it work. Relax for a minute and stop resisting and embrace the nervousness and the worry and the concern and the danger and the whatever it may be. And then go, all right, I got it. I see it. I understand it. Thank you for sharing. The nerves, the worries, we've got this. We can do this. And then work with the affirmation. I hope that adjusts some things for people because I don't think I've ever said any of that before. And I've been doing this for a long time. So by all means, learn to love yourself. And these affirmations, no matter what they are, they're just a tool you can use to get there. Know that you're already perfect. Know that you're already who you need to be in this lifetime. You're just learning those lessons. You're going, oh, all right, that's what came. Mine is about trust. It's about learning to trust my instincts, which I've done so much better through the years. I don't have as much trouble trusting other people as I do trusting myself and trusting what I'm feeling is what I need and feeling, getting to, because I was always in my head, and I'm still kind of more in the logical brain, which is why I like doing spiritual guide for practical matters, because it's great to do esoteric matters and to be all joyful and wonderful. But if something hits us in the face and we can't deal with it, you get knocked out of your joy, right? You get knocked out of the peace. So you don't just want to be there when you're meditating or zoning out or being in your happy place. You want to do it as well when stuff shows up so it doesn't knock you to the side or knock you over and out of your peace and out of your joy and your love. So thank you for joining me here today. Again, my name is Carol DeChaine. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and click on the bell notification. And you'll notice that the last almost year now, I've been also putting up archival podcasts from back in 2020, 2021, things like that. So by all means, if you want to hear more of those, you can go to Connect to Joy. That's Connect the number 2 Joy, either in the podcast or on my website. All of those audios are there as well. And you'll find that it's something that can shift you if it feels right, and go for the ones that really speak to you. Because my energy shifted as I went through these, and I want you to make sure that you feel right and you feel like you're lifted up when you start listening. And it makes a difference. You don't want to go with and listen to people whose energy makes you feel off. Sometimes they're too low, but sometimes they're too high and you're not ready for them yet. And that's okay. Because sometimes people are you're shifting and you're growing, and sometimes you need a little time to understand. So if you don't get what someone's saying and they seem like you should, and they really feel like they're good, it's okay, because listen to them in a year or two. You may find that that's the perfect time. Or you might find that they were just a little below you and they didn't feel good. So then don't listen to those people. Don't do them again. You'll never need to listen to the lower vibrational people because you don't want to go back down. So allow yourself to listen to the ones that are at least your level, if not a little higher, so that you can keep raising yourself up, which may mean that you keep shifting the different people you're listening to. And that's whatever's right for you and whatever's best for you is what you need to do. Again, thank you for joining me. I hope that you know that you are already enough to have that joyful, limitless life that you desire.